I'm Jodylynn and welcome to Aging Naturally, where we talk about non-invasive, better aging solutions for the mature skin. If you're new here, welcome. I started to notice my skin really starting to sag at the age of 47 years old. I never had a really consistent skincare routine before that, except for cleaning my face and a moisturizer in the evening. So I am deathly afraid of needles and knives and went on the hunt and researched good skin, how to take care of the skin, also trying different anti-aging devices and seeing what they can do with the skin. And so I kind of journal here on YouTube my changes. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would love to have you. In my skincare routine, the first ingredient actually that I started with before even devices was tretinoin. Tretinoin is actually a retinoic acid, and if you don't know already, retinoids are the really gold standard of anti-aging, and tretinoin happens to help not only with anti-aging, minimizing fine lines and wrinkles, it also helps with brightening the skin at a high enough strength, prescription-based, can help with acne as well, which is why I started using it actually in the first place. I started seriously having some major hormonal acne that I never had acne problems as a child. But when I hit 47, I sure did, and it was really awful for me. And that's how I kind of got on this tretinoin journey. Tretinoin is really the most powerful of the retinoids. So it is a retinoic acid. I'm going to put the strengths over here, and you can only get it through a prescription. However, if you don't have a dermatologist, no frets. There is an online service that you can go to get prescription tretinoin, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. Let me go ahead and tell you my journey with tretinoin. I started using tretinoin at 47 years of age. I got it through my dermatologist. I started at 0.025, and it helped greatly with my hormonal acne. My insurance stopped covering my tretinoin, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? Because if I wanted to purchase it through the dermatologist, it was going to cost me a lot. I did some research, and I went ahead and went with Curology, which is an online prescription company where you can get tretinoin, and they focus on minimizing fine lines, anti-aging, acne treatments as well. Then I wanted to take it up a notch, and if some of you remember, I went with muesli in order to help with my hyperpigmentation. Hydroquinone is like the gold standard for hyperpigmentation and what really works to help diminish dark spots, hyperpigmentation. So Curology didn't have that at the time, so I actually went with muesli, and which helped greatly. What I'm going to be talking about today is actually Agency prescription skincare. This video is sponsored by Agency. The reason that I went with Agency is because what I was finding out is that when I was using hydroquinone, I was actually using it all over my face. In those areas that didn't have hyperpigmentation, that didn't have any dark spots, just my regular skin tone was actually kind of turning a color that it was like not my normal skin tone. And I wanted something that I could be able to use just solely on my dark spots and my hyperpigmentation. I didn't want to be able to use it all over my face. So Agency has two formulas. So they have your future formula and they have your dark spot formula. And I'm going to be telling you a little bit about both of them right now. So Agency is, again, an online prescription service. It's very easy to use. You go on the website, you answer a few questions, upload some photos, and a dermatology provider will prescribe you the correct formula for you. So it is customizable, and you will have a dermatology provider that you can go to ask questions, which I love. And they're gonna, throughout this whole journey, and periodically you will upload photos so that you not only can see your progress, but so that your dermatology provider can also see your progress to know how they can change your prescription, in the future. Hydroquinone and other ingredients to be able to help with hyperpigmentation. I feel like my face is getting so much better. It's so much brighter. Hormonal acne is diminishing. I'm so happy. Provider will pick 4 ingredients that are clinically tested and researched to be able to treat your skincare needs. They are gentle yet effective and customizable. We're actually going to get 2 formulas. So you're going to get your future formula, which is going to be your tretinoin, and then you're going to have the dark spot formula, which is going to have hydroquinone as well as some other ingredients to help with the hyperpigmentation or other dark spots that you have on your skin. So for the dark spot formula that has hydroquinone in it, you are only going to be using that for about 2 to 3 months. After that, then they're going to give you a formulation without hydroquinone so that you can take a break, because hydroquinone is not something, it's not something like tretinoin that you're going to use month after month after month. You do need to take a break from it, and your agency provider will let you know when that time is necessary to do that. I'm going to go ahead and put the 4 ingredients that you may see in your future formula here and what they do. And I'm going to go ahead and put the 4 ingredients, the 5 ingredients that may be in your formulation for the dark spot formula. I'm going to go ahead and put them here and what they do. I want to give you an example of what my prescription looks like so that you can kind of get some idea. Obviously, yours is going to be different based on your skin needs. I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. I apply this nightly, and I'm going to tell you how I apply that in just a moment. As you can see, the dark spot formula right now has hydroquinone, and I am just getting back into that because I had 3 months off from the hydroquinone. So I'm getting back into it, and I'm just applying this on my dark spots. Let me show you how I do this. Because this future formula has all those wonderful ingredients in it, I feel like I have really minimized my skincare routine in the evening. And you guys know that if you've been following me, I do a lot of anti-aging devices, which can be very time consuming. So I'm really trying to minimize my ingredients in my skincare routine to, to cut down on my time so that I'm not spending so much time on my skincare. So let me go ahead and tell you how I use these. What I use is the Agency Cloud Care. This is Makeup Melting Glow Restoring Cream Oil Wash. This is very gentle. All of their ingredients obviously are going to be very gentle for sensitive skin. So you don't have to worry about parabens, fragrances, or anything like that in their skincare routine. And they are cruelty-free, which I love, if that's something that you're being mindful of. This is a really nice oil cleanser. If you don't wear a lot of makeup, I think that you're going to get away with it just using this, and you won't need a second cleanser. If you use a lot of makeup, then this is probably going to be your first step. What I like to do is just add a little bit onto the hands, make sure that you add some water, get a good lather going, and it's going to be kind of like that milky oil, and it's going to take off everything. It does a great job at cleaning my face. This is where you're going to want to add in a toner if you do, or an essence, or any other serums. I just would not add in any AHAs or BHAs, anything that is going to be irritating to the skin, because this is going to be pretty potent. So just kind of keep that in mind. So after I go ahead and apply my toner and my serums, I then go ahead and you can go ahead and add in your future formula in the evening. Now, because my future formula is at 0.07 and it just changed recently, I actually do it a little bit different because I didn't want my skin to get flaky and super dry. So what I actually do is after my serums, I actually go ahead and add in their moisturizer. This is their Cloud Care Moisturizer. It has ceramides, which is wonderful at really helping to keep your skin barrier healthy, and that's super important, especially when you're using tretinoin, but it's super important anyway. Healthy skin barrier means that your cells are going to be working up to its maximum level, which means all of the other ingredients that you're using are going to be working as effectively as well. This is a beautiful, rich moisturizer, but it's light in that you could also use this in the morning if you're a makeup wearer. After the moisturizer, I wait about half an hour to an hour. Then I go ahead and add in my future formula. And then I go ahead and add this again because I live in the desert and I get really dry skin. So it's kind of called the sandwich method, I think it is. So it's like moisturizer, future formula, moisturizer again. Then I go ahead and add in my dark spot formula, and I only add this to the areas that I want to be lightened. So my hyperpigmentation, I've got some on my forehead, I've got some dark spots in certain areas of my face, and I just add just a little bit on, and then I'm good to go. You only use your future formula in the evening. Do not use this during the day. During the day, how you would use this is you're going to use this after your moisturizer. So go ahead and put on your moisturizer, and you're going to add your dark spot formula, and then I would let it sit a good 10 minutes before adding your SPF. You absolutely need to be wearing an SPF, especially when you're using these ingredients. If you do not wear an SPF, you're just wasting your money. These are not going to work as effectively because you're just damaging the skin. The reason that you have hyperpigmentation and dark spots, and the reason you have fine lines and wrinkles, is because of the sun. So if you're not using your sunscreen, then you're just wasting your money. So make sure that you're wearing a sunscreen 30 SPF or above every day. If you've never used Tretinoin before, I really suggest maybe only using it twice a week, and then over time add in additional day until you get up to 7 days a week. That's going to be your best bet to lessen any irritation. Agency is $30 a month, and you can get the first month free. However, you do need to pay the shipping and handling, I think, which is $4.95. I will put all that information in the product description below if you're interested. So I hope that you liked this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss my upcoming videos. Until next time.